last time on Outsiders, the 6 of you, there's only 5 right now, we read that, but 6 of you were on a ship, encountered some strange things. Guntar was attacked by an automaton that seemed to malfunction. Reznin was trying to break in, it seemed, to the vault secretly. Diana faced some, I guess, what would you call it? Like
backlash for my stupid decision?
I feel like Kurt would say that it was a collective decision, but I feel like outside the game, it was Kurt's call.
It was Kurt's call.
Yeah. And then also, Dazzle's decision to navigate a safe course was derailed by this decision. Chef Zythe, nobody could get some water for Chef Zythe, and there was fires, and then Helmer almost cut a guy's pinky off.
Game close.
Something weird happened. Gravity seemed to go weird. Space and time were shifting. Everyone blacked out, woke up on a beach, came together. Kurt's also there, attacked by some kind of dogs on the beach, some kind of crocodoctopus, I think is what we ended up calling it. The sun, that was during the night, and as the sun was coming, the 2 suns of this place were rising. You all got a glimpse of the wreckage of the Star Tracer, sort of like stuck up on these giant spire rocks on like a section further down the beach. This seems kind of far away. And we're gonna pick up kind of in that moment. The last thing I remember happening was Reznin talking about seeing automatons guarding stuff.
Take here, misremembering that. I would never reveal such a secret out loud.
So that's kind of what we're picking up. I think it was the 2 of you plus Diana. I'll say this, you just heard Reznin say, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like, these things just went kind of crazy.
It was like really scary, like, I just feel like I don't even kind of know what those things are like doing on a ship, like, I feel like it's kind of like a vacation boat, and like, why would you even need like that type of like, I don't know if it's like security or like what, but yeah, I was like really scary.
My apologies for making the boat unfun. I'll put that in the notes. But what is it, Helmer?
Helmer, I think Helmer is calling me.
No, but
Helmer,
they shouldn't
I'll
turn
be right
against anyone. They know 5 forms of jiu-jitsu.
Reznin just like leaves, starts walking towards Helmer and Guntar.
And Helmer and I are together.
Yeah, you and Helmer are together on the beach. The last thing he says, I almost got a guy's pinky off. But we can pick up there. Yeah, and just as a reminder, like, it's still like dawn, like, so there's those 2 suns kind of rising. You got stars shining out over this like dark water, waves kind of surf rolling in, dark sand. Even as you're walking away, like this, like your feet kind of sticking in this like wet sand. There's a big jungle behind you with like a mountain there. I was trying to paint a picture. You're walking towards them. The 2 of you are at the beach talking. You can pick up there if you want.
Helmer, the thief is calling you.
Okay. So we agree. Let's just be a little chill for now. We'll, let's just see what she's about.
See what?
Okay.
She was stealing from the vault. Someone needs to explain this to Diana.
No, let's just figure it out. Let's.
No.
Did someone say my name?
I did.
Okay.
Helmer has something to tell you.
Great.
Helmer?
Diana walks over. Helmer, we've never really. Hi.
Hi.
Do you shake hands?
I could shake a hand.
Oh, I can bow. That's a peaceful grip for your demeanor. I really love that. Thank you. What thievery is what I'm hearing, and also the thing that bothers me the most. They turned on you.
Ooh, what?
Helmer wasn't there. Helmer and I were guarding the vault for you, of which I don't know what it was holding, but then one automaton came alive, attacked me. I then turned it against the other automaton, and then I saw the thief.
Who are you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about. You didn't even have to start speaking. You know who I'm talking about.
Do you want to just say their name?
Yes, the thief.
Oh, that's the thief. Okay. Noted.
Have you learned the thief's name?
Thief, what is your name?
I just feel like I shouldn't respond to being called that.
Okay, so thief. Diana, may I ask, what were we protecting? Thief, may I ask of you, what were you trying to steal?
I feel like there's like a lot of like assumptions happening right now. Like, I feel like
Guntar, and this is Carrie, why do you think Reznin was stealing? Why do you think she's a thief?
Because she was picking the vault lock when I was being attacked.
Well, that's
Wow.
quite an accusation.
It's impressive, to be honest.
what do you mean?
Well, I wonder about if I'm impressed or was the malfunction that allowed you to. I'm just really concerned with the malfunction. What you were guarding, it was a artifacts, art, ancient relics that were going to be transported to a new museum.
And I feel kind of like it's kind of like an opportunity, like to like become like a new person, because like we're in this new dimension, and like so like if someone like was a thief, like hypothetically, like this would be like a kind of good like opportunity to like change your life around. I think not that I'm not though, so I'm happy with.
Don't care.
Oh, that's cool.
don't
Me neither. That's cool.
Don't care. People can do what they need to do.
I like you. You're cool.
You're cool.
Yeah.
Cool, we're
just
fine.
Be cool. You
We're
know.
all cool.
I think we should all just keep a cool head like this, and we should just...
What, Kurt?
I do think
What
we
do you
should...
have to say? Where were you when we were fighting dogs?
I like don't think Kurt's cool. I'll just say that.
Kind of left us in a lurch. You went through the academy.
You all seem very much more capable than anything I could do. I do think we should try to reach the ship. If we can somehow get there, there may be supplies that we can use, something, and figure out what we can do next.
Maybe you
'cause
should, like,
staying
lead
out
the
here on
way.
beach, I don't know.
I volunteer Kurt.
My skill set, exactly.
I also volunteer, Kurt.
All in favor?
Same.
We'll be close behind. We're together. I'm not going to let you lead 50 feet ahead.
Are you guys trying to intimidate him to do something, or are you just trying to get him to, like, actually, like, navigate the course?
A little column A, a little column B. I don't really trust his navigation based on
I
where
don't
we ended
want
up.
him actually
But he should be in the
navigating,
front, so if there's a
Yeah,
booby trap,
just to-
he falls in.
But
Yeah.
he owes us. Like, he hasn't done
putting him
anything.
in
He did
more
not
danger.
help in the combat. Diana does not feel great about that.
Okay, so I'll let one of you, the 5 of you at the table, make an intimidation check with advantage.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, well, I should have done it. I got a 10.
Man, we gotta get you some good rolls.
I know.
He's like, if you insist, fine. He doesn't look very shaken. He just looks annoyed.
Diana makes a note of the annoyed, not afraid, but annoyed.
Well, I will gladly walk ahead, but I don't know which direction we should all be going.
There.
Which,
Points to
The
wreckage.
ship.
are you pointing to go? Because there's essentially 2 ways to approach this.
Okay.
There's straight up through the jungle, you know what I mean? Which is, over land, and you'll have to navigate through that. Or there is water. You could try to, like, build a raft or something and try to, like, get there that way. But it's up to you all, however you want to go. Or if there's a third option that I haven't considered.
Well, so the jungle, we already kind of had some negative experiences with creatures coming out of there. So it might not be a bad idea to not go through that. You said it's evening right now, or it's day here?
It's
So
dawn.
morning
It's
now.
dawn.
morning, yeah.
It's dawn. We have 2 suns coming up.
Got it.
So it's like extra bright.
I think jungles. I agree with the thief.
I thought like we kind of like agreed
I
like
agree.
not to call me that.
I
But...
agree with calling them the thief.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I didn't get
Oh, I'm Reznin,
charmed, Diana.
Diana, and then everyone else. It's just nice. It's really nice to meet you guys for the first time.
I'm glad we're all here, and I think the quicker we get on our way, the more likely there is to be rations or something from the ship that's edible, and something that, at least in the jungle, that you can make use of.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can use a lot of stuff, you know?
I'm sure you can use
I
everything.
was just like
yeah.
thinking, you know, you have meaty earlobes. They are
I
so
am part elf.
just detached, you know? They just look juicy. I'm snacking by now, and so it's like a little...
Great.
Rezin's aware that she also has elf ears, so like a little bit like leaning away.
Well, let's get on our way. I say through the jungle.
Everybody on board for going through the jungle?
Anyone get a bad sense about the jungle?
Obviously.
I get a bad
Anyone-
sense about you, but jungle, we're fine.
I was asking as Allie, but okay.
So can I get someone to helm this check, to make a survival check? And this is going to be representing you all navigating through the jungle and how that goes.
So I want to do the survival check.
Okay. Is somebody helping, Diana?
Oh, sure, yeah.
19.
Hell yeah.
19 plus 6, 25. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. How are you? Describe how do you see Diana like navigating through this wilderness?
Cutting through foliage, Diana's light on her feet, and we stay pretty close to the sand. We don't go too far in until we have to. I always think finding that fine line.
Yeah.
Just so we have a little bit of like, if something is after us, we can come out and see it full on.
There is a point where the beach just gives way and you do sort of need to go into the jungle to make your way towards
Damn
this.
it.
But yeah, you keep out of it for as much as possible.
And I pass back my canteen of water to everyone.
I'm gonna say this too. As you're walking through the jungle, and things are going pretty smoothly, either through books or through family members or just other experiences that you've had, you have a decent understanding of like how to get around
I do.
out in nature, which is I
Yes.
think surprising this character, but it's cool. I think it's cool. Have like a competent rich person. It's like it is a fantasy world.
I am competent rich. Competent rich.
But I'll say this: as you're kind of walking through there, and something keeps playing back in your head, and you were kind of mentioning it too about the fact that this thing malfunctioned.
Yeah.
And these things don't normally malfunction.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a thing here where we're gonna flash back.
Oh. Cool.
So you remember a time, not too long ago, maybe a few months back in Citrena. You remember that there was a situation where your contacts from the OUL had sabotaged a gas line in the sewer.
Okay.
The reason they were doing that was because they needed to basically damage one of your family's factories that were like creating weapons and devices for the colonial efforts into Obermora.
Fair.
And this property damage sabotage would delay that significantly and would help the Obermoran forces.
Great.
And you're kind of there being directed by Fitzwin. And he's, his chocolate pink hair, and he's just sort of like, everything's running smoothly. And he's kind of he's like pulling you aside, and he's like, the explosions have been set. Everything should be happening totally fine. Give me a perception check.
5.
You're kind of just focused on like, oh my God, this thing's gonna just blow up, and we're like really close to it, and you're distracted from that. There's like a moment where you see a worker just sort of like climbing back down into the sewer pipes. He's like, I'll be right back. I just forgot something.
Okay.
What would you have done in this moment?
We need to get him out of there.
What do? You have like seconds to react.
There's no time. You must come back.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion.
Yeah.
15 plus 5, so it's a 20.
He's like, yes, ma'am. Sorry. And he just immediately, like, you're Diana Varko, like, you're a big deal.
I am.
So and he works for your whole family. He immediately just like leaves there, and he's like, sorry, I forgot my lunch.
No time.
Oh,
Lunch.
Okay.
Lunch?
It was just a
We can have
sandwich.
this conversation later. Let's go.
So yeah, you saved this man's life because moments later, the explosion goes off.
Yeah.
And this like eruption kind of went through there, and mostly, just like Fitzwin said, it was just mostly property damage. He's like, that was close, but I mean, when it comes to the mission, sometimes these things can happen. It could have jeopardized things if it didn't go too well.
Yeah.
And he could still, like, if he asks the wrong questions and starts wondering why you knew that was going to happen, that could be dangerous. We have to be careful about how we do this.
Yeah, but we can't just let people die.
Can't we?
Not if I'm there. Not while I see it.
All right, well, just keep in step, keep in line.
I'll put security on him. We'll hire someone.
It's important that we don't expose you in what you're doing, so just try to keep a low profile, stay in line.
Be the party girl.
Yes.
Right.
Do everything exactly as you're told.
I've done that before, and sometimes that works, and sometimes it's stupid. But I appreciate the advice. Just no one's gonna die on my watch. That was an easy save.
You were right this time, but we can't afford hesitation in these moments. So how deeply do you believe?
How deeply do I believe? I care about people. Another reason why I'm doing this. Another reason why I saved that guy.
We're in this to change the world, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to change it?
Yes.
It's a lot. We're trying to do a lot. Just remember,
But we did it.
whenever you are up against these things, just remember why we're doing this. And then that's like the last thing you remember from them when you come back. But you saved that man's life. Deep down, you're good.
Deep down, I'm good. I'm shallow as hell sometimes, but I'm really good sometimes.
With that, as you kind of roll our march through, is anybody else doing anything here? Or I don't want to just bulldoze with like
Bulldoze. Sorry.
action stuff, but are you guys, as you're
excited.
trekking through this
All
jungle,
right.
are you curious about anything or having any
I'm
conversations?
definitely looking around. I was freaked out by that crocodile wolf thing, and I'm like a little freaked out about like what might be climbing in the trees, kind of looking for different like paw prints or like different signs of either like other people, maybe from the ship, and then also other animals.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check to see what we hear right now? Or can I just ask you that?
Yeah, I'll probably call for one in a minute here.
Okay. I don't know how this works.
No, it's okay. It's the right question.
Playing this game on TV, good. Great.
But is anybody else doing anything like along the way?
I'm singing dwarven tunes,
Is that?
old dwarven tunes from my homeland.
I don't know if that's what you mean, but I'm just picturing like hi ho, hi ho.
Pretty much exactly what it is. That's what you pictured is that, yeah. Just, things from, folk songs that we would sing in my homeland, and I'm teaching Helmer the songs.
How's that going?
I don't really care. I just want to talk. I'm just talking.
Helmer, do you also come from where Guntar is?
We're Rupestadian, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're both Rupestadi, but I'm not down with these dwarf tunes. No offense.
Get in on it. Helmer, come on, sing along.
I've heard this song many times. Through many wars. I don't need to hear it again.
Oh, it's so jovial.
It's not what I'm looking for right now.
Reznin hates like happy music, so this is like very grating.
So as you're all making your way through the jungle here, go ahead. You guys were both talking about it, so go ahead and both of you everybody can make this, but since you called it, go ahead and give me perception checks with advantage. Everybody else make them flat.
I got 18.
20. I'll take that.
20.
Great.
Guntar had 18 as well.
18. Hell yeah. Okay.
I had 17.
Dang.
These dwarven songs raise my awareness in a way that...
So Helmer, did you?
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, these songs are definitely distracting you. With a 17, there's definitely like some like rustling in the woods, but it could be the wind, it could be a creature or something. Who knows? The 18 definitely seems like a creature. With a 20, you get the sense and you kind of clock 3 shadows of things moving through this jungle, kind of all surrounding you. I do need everyone to roll initiative. Diana, you're first. You notice that there are these things kind of like lurking in the shadows. You can clock them. They seem like they have like weird tentacles that kind of like stretch around that they're kind of crawling around on. And you catch a glimpse of like almost like a squid-like beak on these things. What do you do?
Oh my God.
Seduce
Seduce
it. Give him some space. Yeah. Everybody leave.
Freeze. Slowly, let's back up against each other. There's something out there. Get back to back.
I don't want to be back to back with Kurt.
Who's letting Kurt touch me?
Kurt, stop touching. Just close back.
My
to
hands
back.
are up.
Be prepared. Something out there is following us. And it's not, it's a creature of some sort.
More cracker gators.
You have a chance to it. Like, they seem aggressive, so you have a chance to attack here.
I had put my sword back. I got out my blow dart.
Okay.
And Kurt, stop fucking moving.
Just shoot Kurt.
Shoot him.
I'm not shooting.
Shoot Kurt.
Shh.
Come on.
And she,
Okay, go make the attack roll. So
9.
whatever dart you had just like sticks in a tree and gets stuck there. If that was your action, you could move, but it sounds like you guys are all
No,
kinda
I don't want to
clump
move.
up. Okay,
Not yet.
got it. So then it goes to Helmer.
I can see.
Yeah, you can see these things now that Diana's like pointed them out. You guys can all see this. They're sort of still behind the tree lines, but you can make them out through the gaps in the trees.
Oh, squid-like beak. Ooh.
Blunderbuss.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh, shit. Can we cuss on this?
I have been.
Okay.
I hope so.
I'm not going to try. But it's going to happen.
What's the total?
It's 9.
That's not gonna hit.
Helmer.
Same thing, just like shaking and
Humidity is hard. It's hard in the humidity
yeah,
of the
it's like
jungle.
loud gunshot goes off.
Dwarven tune stuck in my head.
And are you staying put here in the clump?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna go to Kurt, and he's like, I think everyone should we should just aim, like take a minute to aim maybe, and just kind of like just squeezes
Okay.
back into the middle between everybody.
Oh my god. No,
Does-
Kurt, get
yeah.
back.
Do you even have any weapons?
Yeah.
No.
Because I vote that we throw Kurt at the octopus thing.
Get
peace
behind
offering.
Kurt.
Yeah. No, everybody, let's just throw his body.
That's
and
what
have
gets
him
behind
do-
Kurt. That's their turn.
Great.
And now it's these things. This is gonna be fun.
For who?
Yeah.
This is gonna go first for Helmer, as this thing kind of like lunges out of the tree line. It like launches like right for you with his like tentacle. That's gonna be a 10. That doesn't hit you.
Do I
Still
bat it
better than
away?
getting touched by Kurt.
Hey.
Dang, everybody hates Kurt.
It
bonds us.
I kind of wanted that to happen,
It
but
does bond us. It bonds us more than going into another dimension.
it's relatable to hate
That's what
somebody,
bonds
right? We've all been there.
Let's shit on Kurt.
Another one's gonna come for Guntar. That might actually hit. That's an 18.
How much to hit me?
Yeah.
14.
So that does hit you. Okay. So one of these things like leaps out and this tentacle like slams out to hit you. 7 points of slashing damage as there's like these like kind of barbs at the end of it. Then it's going to try to constrict you too. I rolled the same thing, so that does hit you. Another 7 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing sort of like wraps around you. You are grappled right now.
Oh, Guntar.
He has his own name when he's upset. I thought it was only when I was
He's self-soothing.
He took it really
He goes,
odd.
oh, Guntar.
Sorry, Allie. The third one's coming for you.
That's not good.
I rolled an 11 to attack.
Nice try.
That one wasn't as lucky. So that's their turn. Chef Zythe, you're up.
I'm reacting to one actually getting Guntar, who's like 6'7" and freaking out about that.
6'8".
6'8". Oh, sorry, the inch. He really needs the inch. Oh, let's see.
No one's gonna touch that? Okay.
I think it's fine.
Is there any angle that I could try to shoot it and Kurt at the same time? And just to get an innocent murder here.
You should use Kurt's body to hit it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
11.
11. There's not really. He's kind of wiggling around a little bit, and so it's what I was gonna do is like if you missed the creature, I would give you a chance to maybe hit Kurt. But if you try that now with what you're able to sort of line up, you're probably gonna end up hurting one of the other allies that you have.
Okay. Well, I won't risk that, but everybody should learn my name.
I think the only person that's gotten all of your names right is Kurt.
It just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't. Nothing feels good coming out of Kurt's mouth.
That's fair.
All right, I want to do my hunting rifle, and I'll do. Where's the D12?
Well, roll the attack roll first.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's a
great.
D20.
17.
17 hits. So now you roll damage, which is the 2d12s.
Oh yeah, which one am I hitting? There's one attacking you. There's one that tried to swipe you but didn't. And then where was the third one?
On Helmer.
Okay, I'm gonna help Helmer.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you like haven't interacted with me at all.
Wow.
Just so you know where I'm coming from.
She's so maniacal.
Sorry. I'm just being
Guntar remembers
honest.
this.
Yeah, you should and you can.
Like a Telltale game. It's like, Guntar will remember this.
Okay, 9. Oh, 2.
11, and then you also add your dexterity modifier.
Plus 2, okay.
So yeah, 13 points of piercing damage as
Dang.
you shoot this thing. It hurts it pretty bad. Like there's like, again, that like weird luminescent sort of like glowing blue blood that like splats out.
It's the same type of blood as the other like crocodile thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like kind of like whitish, like I'm picturing like that, like the,
Crest toothpaste?
a little bit that. But
Yeah.
I think I'm going from that because of I think Alien, like
Yeah.
Bishop, like when he bleeds, it's like that in
Totally.
my head. Yeah.
Or like a blueberry jello kind of.
Yeah, somewhere between like that spectrum where it's like white and glowy, but has like a blue glow to it, if that makes sense.
Sounds like a great nail polish. I wish I had that inside. I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you didn't kill it, but it's looking very hurt.
Is there any aspect to the injury on this thing that allows me to take like a piece of it, like a little piece of his tentacle or something that I can like a little fleshy piece that I can see what he's all about?
I would say, if you had made a knife attack and you were close up, I would give you like a very, very high DC sleight of hand check. But from shooting it from far.
All right, so from shooting you from far, then I think I still haven't washed my hands since I last groped one of those monsters. So then
Why not? It's the whole ocean.
I know, I just like haven't washed my hands. I've been busy, and so I make Kurt smell my fingers right after that and be like, I just saved your life. Sniff this junk.
Okay, we're gonna go to Reznin, but give me an intimidation check while that's happening. Reznin, what are you doing?
Are they still in? Are any of these guys like in the trees still?
No,
they're all.
kind of out around the roots with you guys. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like how do these things move? Like they've been lunging at us, but do they like skitter?
They kind of
skitter,
walk
scatter?
on their tentacles.
Oh, that's so creepy. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go for the one that's on Guntar and use my short sword to try and kind of like get it off of him and stab it off of him.
That's like really nice considering you've been calling her a thief this whole time.
Okay, so I got 20. Not nice.
Chef, I don't need to hear this from you right now.
Okay, so I get this thing,
Yeah,
and
that
then
hits.
let's see how I do. 6 damage.
6 damage.
All right, so I kind of peel this guy off of you, and then I'm like, I'm not a thief.
What'd you roll for your intimidation check?
18.
18. Okay. So as you're doing that, you're like over there trying to help Guntar, and like through the corner, you like look back, and Zythe is just like sticking her fingers in Kurt's face, and he's like, "Oh, go on." He looks upset.
Yeah, and I just saved your ass. I just saved your ass. You're a little bitch.
I love how Zythe claims dominance.
And just so everyone knows who's watching, like this junk, this monster's junk smells like spoiled, like the most like rotted egg that's been sitting inside of probably like a brain that's been cooking in the sun.
In a dirty diaper.
Yeah, and in a dirty diaper, and there's like mold coming out of this diaper with like maggots. Nobody likes maggots. It's gross.
Do you have a bonus action or anything you want to do?
I just want to kind of duck out of the way a little bit.
Okay, so bonus action dodge.
Dodge, yes.
Attacks against you will have disadvantage.
Perfect.
Guntar, it's your turn. This thing is like grappling you still. You can make a check, like a strength check, an athletics check to try to break free. You will have advantage on it because Reznin has like injured it and kind of weakened it. So
Yeah, definitely. Gonna use my strength.
do it.
Did you like thank me at all, or
I'm being constricted by a beast right now.
being constricted by rudeness?
Yeah, no manners.
15.
With advantage.
15 is the higher one on
It's
that.
expertise. So you add twice your proficiency.
Add twice of my
So you're adding 8.
So you rolled a 15?
Rolled a 15,
plus
yeah.
8. So 23. Yeah, no problem. Just like Kool-Aid man out of this thing.
Yeah, I say. And then it just splatters on everyone.
Probably the most on Reznin, because I'm like right
Probably the
there.
most on Reznin. Yeah, I think it splatters mostly on Reznin. And
Like, it
Guntar
should.
says, "Thank you, Reznin, the thief."
Baby steps. You know what? With the 23, just go ahead and roll a d4.
Hey, you got a 4.
4.
So yeah, you do like 4 points of bludgeoning damage to this thing as it bursts out of its grip.
Okay, great.
And it like hisses at you.
Yes, the noises, the sounds.
Yeah, I can't do voices, but yeah.
You can do it all, baby.
Do it all.
But
Use
I feel
what
like,
you
I feel like
got.
all the characters have the same voice. Anyway,
Not true.
go ahead and make. Are you attacking this thing?
Oh,
or what are you
hell
doing?
yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna attack it.
go for it.
It's 11.
That does not hit. So you're trying to find your footing and you miss this thing.
Okay.
Actually, you use your action to break free. So I'll say that was your offhand, and then that'll be your turn. Then we're back to Diana.
What's the closest tree? Or the
there's-
closest thing to climb on? Is there
There's
anything
trees
to
you can
climb on?
yeah.
What am I seeing?
There's trees all around
jungle,
you, yeah, in the
baby.
jungle. So yeah.
You know where you I want to know
You want to
something.
climb a tree?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my short sword
Okay.
and stab the fucker that's on him.
Helmer, look out.
Not Helmer.
Not Helmer.
It looked like
And
okay.
I wield it really cool.
Is it a machete? I also have a picture of a machete.
Yeah, it's that. Whatever that is. Yeah. And I've seen Kill Bill. It's like that, right? That's a machete.
Nope.
So I try to cut it, like cut off a limb.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
See how it goes.
That was
Oh,
manifest.
that's cute. That's cute. Let's see.
Oh, 19.
19 hits. Yeah.
That's the,
So you slice into it. Go ahead and roll damage.
it's wet. It's like it's
Make
like
Matt do the sound.
sashimi. It's like sliced.
Ooh.
It's like a slab of
Go ahead and roll damage, and depending on how well you roll, that's the sound effect you're gonna get.
Everybody in the chat wants Matt to do the sound, right?
Do the
3.
sound
Do
of
I add
moist
anything to the
math.
3?
You add your dexterity modifier
Moist
to it.
that's gonna stick.
Moist
Matt.
I don't like-
So it's
I don't like-
5. It's 5.
Oh, I'm gonna leave the table. That happened.
Moist Matt. Moist Matt. Moist Matt. Moist Matt.
I think we gotta go on break. Sorry, everybody.
So it was 3 plus 2, so 5.
So 5 points of damage.
I want to stay and finish it.
Okay.
So
you
I'm
just
not
staying
moving.
put?
I'm staying put.
You got it.
Unless it's like retreating into the woods.
Not yet. It's still like it's aware of you now. Like it like screeched when that happened, and it was attacking Helmer.
How big are they?
They are about the size of you guys.
Oh. I did not.
Not
know
the size
that.
of Guntar.
It's true. They are a little shorter than Guntar.
Okay.
But it goes to Helmer.
Dagger.
Okay.
How do I use Lucky Bastard?
I've got
You rolled a
you.
1?
Yeah.
See, if you use Lucky Bastard, you just, when you roll a 1, you can re-roll the die. And it's 1 per short rest or long rest or something like that.
Yeah.
I remembered it, and I'm proud of myself for that.
Just don't roll another 1.
I did not.
Okay, so 15.
15 hits.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll damage. Unless are you using Stunning Strike or anything?
I am using Stunning Strike.
So then you're gonna roll damage. I'll take half
I'm
damage,
using everything.
and then I make a what does it say? I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
You can choose to forego damage and instead force the target to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become stunned until the end of your next turn. The DC for this saving throw is equal to your attack roll.
So that was a 15. I rolled really high. I rolled a 19, so it saves. It still takes, it does half damage. So go ahead and roll damage,
I still
but
just
it's not
roll this.
stunned.
7.
You jab this thing into it.
I was the thing.
I saw that.
Yeah.
It was like,
Whoa.
What happened?
I was pretending to be the thing,
yeah.
Okay.
not Diana or Elyse.
You were
good.
doing the sound effects, but it was all the body work there.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Speaking of that, it's now Kurt's turn.
What's Kurt gonna do?
He's just gonna be like, great job, everybody.
Are you kidding?
And he just sort of like starts to edge back into away from all the chaos.
This guy.
Do we all notice that?
What is Kurt wearing? I want to know.
He's wearing like a suit.
Is it ruffled up?
Yeah, he's got the sleeves rolled up, and he's got the like jacket kind of over his shoulder.
Like Ken from Barbie. He just has
Yeah, he's got
his boat shoes.
Got it.
Well, he's like a suit guy, though. He's not a worker on the boat.
Oh.
I hate suits.
So if we think about Kurt, we think about the guy in Jurassic Park that got eaten off the toilet.
the lawyer.
Yeah, the lawyer.
Let's find a toilet.
I'm just gonna say Dazzle launches a crossbow, which I'm not gonna deduct from their ammo. It does not hit. That's their turn. Goes to these creatures. That one that's attacking you. Let me see.
And there's a third one that.
It's still going after you. It does not decide to flee. So it makes another attack on Helmer. That's 21 to hit. So it's gonna hit. As one of the tentacles grabs you. It's gonna be 7 + 2, 9.
Consent.
9 points of slashing damage as the tentacle hits you. And then as it happens, it also tries to constrict you. That's not gonna hit. That's a 13.
Okay.
There's one that's attacked that was still kind of around on Guntar, and then you kind of turned around on it. I think Guntar still looks like the one that it would try to eat. That's a 13. I don't think that hits you.
Haha.
And then this other one was kind of attacking you. It's gonna go for a Zythe as it kind of wheels around.
What the fuck?
But I rolled a 13 and that doesn't hit you. And it is your turn now.
Okay, cool.
With Reznin on deck.
All right, so it just tried to attack me, so it's close enough. So
Yeah, it kinda got closer.
All right, I'm gonna take my large knife and I'm going to attempt to slice. What's its head look like?
Like an egg or something. It's like a weird skull. It's sort of like holding all this stuff with like veins kind of growing around it, and like just a beak and like no eyes, kind of just like
A
kinda
veiny
scrabbling
egg.
out at you.
Veiny egg head.
These are
Okay.
Gricks. These are actual D&D monsters that I added some stuff to.
Cool. I'm gonna try to stab it in the head.
Is your knife is this like a prep knife thing or is it a cleaver?
It is like a, like, you know that like the largest knife you can have in a kitchen. That's like about. I've seen them be like this big.
Okay.
It's really sharp. Okay.
I've like seen you sharpen it.
Yeah, I've been sharpening it like, I've barely been having conversations really and socializing because I've just been sharpening this.
Sharpen enough to cut through people.
Because these skulls, I'm guessing they are pretty thick, but I'm gonna go
Let's
for
find
it.
out. Let's see what happens.
Okay. I think it's a 14.
14 is exactly what you needed to hit. So,
Nice. Yes.
so go ahead and roll damage, which is a d6 plus your dex.
2. But can I use my stunning strike?
Yeah. That's a 14. Okay. I rolled an 18. Sorry. It saves, so you only do 2 points of damage.
Is that like a little vein? I just like nick a little
nick
vein
it,
on
yeah.
the
You try to-
on the little egg face, and it's like.
You try to cut it in a way that would you're hoping will like disrupt its nervous system, but it just gets like stuck in some like meaty part of it and like doesn't do as much damage as you intended it to.
All right.
These things have a weird anatomy that you don't understand yet.
I'm disappointed, but man, these things got meaty cheeks. If we cook any of these guys, they got meaty cheeks. I can't wait to see the bottom cheeks.
Reznin, your turn.
Great danger right now.
Okay, so where'd that little one go that I guess it's not little, but where'd the one go that ran off?
None of them have ran off.
The one that tried to attack me.
That was the one that Zythe just stabbed.
Okay, I'll go for that one.
Okay.
I'll try to also go for the veiny noggin, and I'll use my short sword.
Okay.
Assuming I'm close enough.
When you move away from the one that you were attacking, it does try to make an attack opportunity, but you took the dodge action, so.
That is true. Yeah, if there's one closer by, I'll stick to who's closer to me then.
Okay.
Does this one have a name?
A.
All right,
A,
going
B, and C.
for A. Hell yeah. Okay, so 21.
21 hits for sure.
Yeah.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Go ahead and describe how you end this thing.
Hell yeah. All right. What are these things called?
The Gricks.
The Gricks are on the menu tonight. And then I stab it in the head, and it kind of like, I don't know what would happen with, these guys' heads better than I do, but what happens to its head if it goes straight through the center?
So it like spins around on you, and the beak opens up, and you time it just right. You stab up in through its mouth and like into its brain, and it just sort of like,
Oh my
and like
god.
slumps down, and it like slops off of your arm, dead. It's like a tentacle mess. And it was between you and Guntar. So from Guntar's point of view, you just saw like this thing attack, and then just go like limp, and then just fall down dead. And when it kind of falls down, you just see Reznin standing there with like all this ichor all over her arm.
Impressive.
I do like make sure that my like fingerless gloves aren't too like sticky and gross.
They're pretty gross.
But as long as
Still in a
not
lot of
too.
danger.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Guntar.
Guntar sees Helmer in danger and throws one of his knives at the beast.
Okay. Go for it.
11.
Just misses.
Did you add your proficiency?
Oh, and add my proficiency?
So 7 plus 6, 13?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, just misses. Very, very close. Almost hit it though. They have an AC of 14. You have a bonus action. You have 2 of those things. So you
Throw
can-
my other one.
Okay, go for it.
I got 13 and plus 6.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Great.
So the first one goes wide, sticks in a tree, and you just grab the other one and throw it at this thing.
Great.
Sticks in it. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8. Hell yeah. Nice. Again, just this knife just like and like buries into this thing right between you. Right after one just like stuck in a tree, like right by your head. Probably as you're saying, we're in great danger. So that's your turn. Back to Diana.
Diana and Elyse are both just like, why are they still hanging around? We've demolished B or A?
A.
We've demolished A. Why is B and C not taking a hint? This gets Diana a little like, shit. Are they being controlled? Why? This is not a pack how animals normally act.
Make an animal handling check or an insight check, your choice.
I have better insight. We're gonna do insight.
Okay.
16.
They do not seem to have the same degree of self-preservation that you would expect from your average animal
Yeah.
on the planet you're from.
No.
So it could be just that. It could be that these are just completely different things. It kind of occurs to you probably in this moment that you don't even know that they're trying to
Survive.
kill you for food. They could just be trying to just kill you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yours isn't dead.
No.
Nope.
No. So I turn it over and I yell at it. That's not my move. I'm like, "Wah!" to see if anything happens.
Give me an intimidation check.
It's 14 plus 3.
17.
Yeah.
You see it kind of like and like turn around and like turn its attention back towards you,
Great.
away from Helmer, but it's like looking at you now.
Perfect. I take out, I don't blow it, just one of my darts,
Okay.
and I stab it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack roll with the dart.
And it's a 10 plus 1 plus 2.
Through 13?
Yeah.
No, just misses. You go to trying to jab this thing, and like it just kind of shifts like weirdly at the
Damn
last
it.
second.
So I lose one of these.
You
right?
didn't lose it because you held on to it and
Oh.
stab with it.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah, it doesn't count as burning the ammo then.
Shit.
So that's your turn, Helmer.
I'm not too close of range to.
You could take a 5-foot step back, which would draw an attack of opportunity, but then you could shoot.
Okay.
Okay, this could be bad.
Hey.
If I hit,
What's your idea?
It wasn't my idea. Just how the game works.
This was
Helmer,
all
what are
your
you doing?
idea,
Why'd you
Matt.
push me into that?
I rolled a 7. That's not gonna hit you. 7 plus 4 is 11. That doesn't hit you. So it does try to lash out at you. It misses you. Go ahead and make your attack.
15.
15 hits.
Yeah.
Another shot. Go ahead and roll damage.
3 plus 3, 6.
6. Man, it's just barely holding on.
Ah.
Helmer, it's Kurt. He's like, great job. Dazzle is just taking cover. I don't want to put Ross' character in danger while they're not here. You just attacked it. You just try to stab it. It's definitely going for you. That's not gonna hit you. That's a 7 total. It slashes out and misses you. The other one
Nice. That's good.
is still fighting
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's like,
So that's also not gonna hit. That's an 8. I'm like, that was bad.
I'm alive, baby.
So both of these things like strike out at you. The 2 that are remaining, they both miss. It's Zythe's turn.
The knife didn't work out. But am I too close to use the hunting rifle?
You'd have to take a 5-foot step back, which
Oh,
could draw an attack opportunity.
can I use my rope as a weapon?
You could try to tie up some. It would now probably
Too
not. You
kinky,
need like
too
a net.
kinky.
I'm
Okay.
into it.
You need more time to like
Okay. I don't know. I'm really quick with rope. Fine. I'm gonna go for the knife again. This time, what is it like? Does it have, like, under the beak, is there like a delicate little chin area? Maybe like a turkey neck looking thing? Kind of like how, when you're aging and it gets kind of loose down there?
I was gonna say no.
He has a goiter.
Yes, it
He was a
does.
smoker
Yes, it
for
does.
years.
It does?
so-
Okay,
does have
great. It looks juicy, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go for this. It looks like I'm gonna try for
Moist
that.
Matt over
I'm gonna
here.
try to slash the. Which, yeah, we need more moist sounds from Matt, from the dungeon moister. Okay, I rolled a 13.
You rolled a 13. You're gonna add more than 1 to it, so it's gonna hit. Yeah.
Come on. Okay, so let's do this. 4.
4 points of
Sweet.
damage
Plus.
your dex. Right?
Plus 2.
Are you trying to slice this thing off?
Like, I see that, before, after using my knife and only just getting a little vein, I was very disappointed. So I saw a soft spot on the bottom, and I'm thinking that underneath the beak, there's a weak spot. Our necks are all like a weak spot. And I'm thinking if I slice it, hopefully I can just, like, the head is heavy, it's the skull, and it goes...
Yeah.
There's just like a raw kind of like slit gooey opening. Maybe it's still alive, but it's gonna be like.
That's it. Perfect.
Give me a sleight of hand check, and if you roll like a really high roll here, I'll let it slide, but it's probably not gonna work. Just
I want to dream,
yeah.
Okay, 10 plus 2
Plus, look at that hat.
plus what about part of the crew?
hat.
Plus part of the crew. What about part of the crew? Does
Oh, that's
that
only
give
if you
me-
that's only if you miss on an attack roll.
Okay.
But you carve into it, and it does some damage, but it doesn't fully come loose. But you're like, I could have got it maybe. I want to reward stuff like that. It's just like I don't want it to be like I did some cool thing and it got through all of its hit points because that can yeah.
I just was visualizing. I wanted like Elyse to do some manifestation within D&D, which I think there needs to be more of.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to use my old rules for this world.
So that was your turn. Did damage. Reznin.
I'm gonna try and stab this thing's beak off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10
10 total.
total.
Misses. Yeah. So anything else? Bonus action.
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay. Dodging. Guntar.
All right, lay the scene. We have Chef Zythe with a...
There's one fighting these two, and there's one fighting now these two.
These two, okay. And I don't have any weapons right now because I threw them.
Your weapons are both over
Okay.
there.
No.
Brute strength. All 6'8". Let's go.
And if I attack with my bare hands...
You would be dealing 5 points of damage if you hit.
Okay.
Flat.
Good. Let's do
Your
that.
strength is insane.
Guntar is enraged right now, and so he goes toward Chef Zythe and the thief, and Reznin the thief, and
Thank you.
and attacks the beast with his bare hands,
Okay.
hoping to rip off its tentacles.
God, I hope it doesn't make your skin like melt or something.
Goes for the see, because it's already exposed.
Yeah,
A
right?
little
Because
bit
it's
like-
got like a little clit slit here now.
Yeah, great. So
So, like-
Guntar goes for the clit slit, and it wants to just, go in there and rip out whatever is behind its head. Yes.
Turns out I'm a prude.
I'm like resisting the urge to make you roll an investigation check.
Yep. I think that's smart. I think that's okay.
Go ahead and make the attack roll.
Okay. So Guntar goes for the attack. 17.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
So yeah, great.
So you just wind up and just like punch this thing, and I'm not gonna call it that, and it's throat.
And it's jugular. It goes in. Guntar goes, and he's like, he gets his hand in there, and then it's a. What am I rolling?
It's just flat damage for unarmed strike.
Oh, flat damage.
Yeah, you did 5 points of damage as he's punching it.
Great.
You could theoretically make a second attack with your free
He
hand.
will.
Okay,
He
go
will.
for it.
Go for the double fisting.
I can't believe I didn't see that coming.
19.
That hits, yeah. So another 5 points of damage.
Dang, 10
Good
points
job,
just your hand.
Yeah, because he just runs over and just like punching this thing twice.
Damn, that scares me.
That's Guntar. Back to Diana.
Fine. And then she takes out her short sword.
Okay.
And she's seen as what has happened here, and she's like, maybe I can get a little bit deeper. The short is short. Short is short. Let me have this stroke. One moment. Sword is short, but it is mighty. So she tries.
That old saying.
These are the lyrics of the Dwarf song he's been singing.
It is, man. That stuff
The
really
sword
makes you.
is short, but it's mighty.
Stop it! I'm feeling weaker.
18, baby.
Good news.
Plus.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
18 plus 2 plus 2.
22. That hits.
Fucked up if it didn't.
That's like right across, right under the beak.
Go ahead and roll damage.
1
Wait, plus dex?
plus 2.
So 3 total.
That's 3.
Go ahead and describe how you kill this thing.
Yeah!
Yes.
All right.
It didn't take much. Sword, short but mighty.
You just don't know when to crit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was perfection.
And there's like a spray of that like toothpaste blood that like just like paints Helmer.
Perfect.
It's okay.
Let me.
No, it's fine.
Here. And she takes off part of her cat and she.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. It just. There we go.
What is this, silk?
It's all I had.
It's your turn.
It's all I had. It was silk. Sorry.
That's very soft. My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, what's left?
The one that was attacking Zythe and Reznin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And my knives are over there by you.
Yeah, there was one in the tree buried behind you. There's one still in this thing.
Can he pull a knife from behind off of the tree?
I would take an action to pull it out of the tree, but the one that's in the creature you could just grab if you wanted to.
Is the knife bigger?
I'm not going to tell you what to do.
No, don't tell me what to do. Is the knife better than the dagger?
It does more damage, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the knife.
Helmer, the knife!
So you pull it out of the creature.
Oh yeah, the creature. Yeah.
So you take that and then you're throwing it at the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This knife's going all over the place.
Yeah, watch out. You're gonna get a touchdown.
That's
So what?
a 10.
Plus anything?
No, it's a 7 plus 3.
Oh, it's okay. So 10 misses and it was.
There's your
I
knife over
want to
there.
blame.
Did it hurt? Did it hit Kurt?
Yeah, what?
Where's Kurt?
Let's see. 1 is bad for you guys. A 6 is good for you guys. I rolled a 1.
Well, he's technically us guys, so I think it's
Yeah.
actually, that sounds like it hit
He
Kurt.
is one of us. He's not you.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh my god, you hit Kurt!
Oh no.
D4?
D6.
D6.
We're gonna eat Kurt tonight.
Death to Kurt.
4.
Oh my god, poor Kurt!
Oh no. Are we gonna
He
kill?
goes, ow, hey, maybe we don't throw knives around. And he's
Where
like,
does he hit him?
there's like just a knife sticking in his back.
Oh.
And he's like,
Kurt,
That's how you felt when
You'll
you
be
changed
fine.
directions.
I've seen
that's
worse
my
in the
knife.
world.
Stop stealing Guntar's knife, Kurt.
That's for taking us off course.
Honestly, this party just got started.
so that was I think your turn. It's
I'll
now
say.
Kurt's turn, and he's like, He's freaking out. He can't even reach it because
Oh,
it's back.
no.
It's like at that weird angle in your
Try
shoulder
strapping
blades.
more, Kurt. It's not that far back.
Everybody's like stopping to take a break from fighting these monsters to be
I
like,
wish I had a camera, Kurt.
everybody gets Kurt. I don't think Dazzle would help him.
Definitely not.
Let's see, it's you two, and then you're there. You just punch the shit out of it. So actually, yeah, it's just gonna go for Guntar. That's a 12. That doesn't hit you. It's turn. Zythe, your turn.
So now that its back is turned to me, it's looking at Gunther, right?
Yeah.
Gunther.
Oh, Gunther.
From Friends?
You made him like an IT nerd.
Coffee?
It's got a sprout of like bleach blonde hair.
Made you latte, Rachel.
How close is Kurt to me?
You're just gonna.
I don't know, like 15 feet.
Oh, okay. No, I was thinking if the knife was in his back and I could, like, you know, turn it, like, while I take it out to use it to attack the animal, but, you know, also just kind of twist it out.
Too far away.
Too far away, okay.
We are not
Even
a
though my
team
speed
yet.
is 40, I'd be so quick. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try my knife again and try to do a little backstabbing, which in the game is fun. Don't do that in real life.
Actually, I should have probably said this earlier, but when you're, it's a little weird to do because we're not using a map.
Yeah.
But when you're like flanking a creature, so if you're exactly 180 degrees opposite side something, you both have advantage on melee attacks against that creature. So because Guntar kind of established, I said it right. I'm psyched out.
Yes.
Because he was like on the other side of it exactly, and you're on that side of it, you can make this attack with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
So 17 plus.
So that's 19 total.
I think it's higher than that, but it does hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
The d6 plus your dexterity.
4.
4.
Plus plus dexterity?
Oh, plus dexterity, then that's 2 again.
It is looking very, very hurt.
Yeah.
As you just kind of like drive your knife into the back of it, and like the knife almost gets stuck, and you have to kind of like twist it to pull it out.
Yeah, but I'm like taking my time twisting it out. I'm like, oh no, it's stuck, and just like, and kind of like annoying it.
I feel like there's also like you can change this if you want, but I feel like there's a part where she like Zythe just like looks over at Kurt, and it's like, oh no.
Yes, I'm definitely doing that. I'm looking at, and like I also put my hands in the cut, and I go, I want to make you smell this later.
Diana is scared of the chef more than animals. She puts this note in the back.
Probably healthy. Reznin, you're up.
I'm just gonna do some more stabby stab
Go
stuff.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
Just misses.
All right.
All this chaos, all this like insane stuff that Zythe's doing.
Yeah. I'm distracted by it.
You're like, please stop fingering these monsters.
I didn't say that. I just want to watch. All right, I just kind of skirt off to the
Any
side.
bonus action or anything?
I dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guntar.
Guntar's going with the 2 fists.
Go for it.
still. Is he at advantage now because that's
Yeah.
turned? Okay.
Zythe's in the opposite side, yeah.
Great. So
There you go, that's
19.
right.
19?
19
Plus your crazy. That's gonna hit.
Great. And then
No, it's just your punch. So
Oh,
it's just
punch
5,
4.
which
Five.
is actually.
Five.
So describe how you punch this thing to death.
great. So it's looking at.
I feel like it's gonna be great. I feel like that's where we're headed.
It's looking at Chef Zythe, and I go, beast. It turns around, and then I just knock it in its beak to the point where the beak goes into its own face and explodes out the back.
Hell yeah.
Really cool.
That's fucking hell.
And then, of course, Guntar says, Guntar is mine!
Just punching through this,
The beak flies out.
and then it just like slops off. You guys kind of all come back and catch your breath here, having dealt with these things.
Yeah.
Does it seem like this is like something like we could like eat for real though?
Oh, we're definitely cooking these things, no doubt.
Also, Guntar's on a big adrenaline rush now, and then starts saying, the small sword is mighty. Small sword is mighty.
As he's like pulling his knife out of the tree.
Is Kurt okay?
Is the knife still in Kurt?
The knife is still in Kurt. Yeah.
Kurt, yeah. Come here.
No, leave it in. Leave it in.
And I pulled the knife out.
Are you trying to be gentle about it, or are you just yanking it out?
No.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I would have jammed it in a little before I took it out.
Sure, but they were relentless. They just same as the animals last night. They didn't fend for themselves. They were just going
they're
into.
barely animals. I think it's.
They're a living being. You think they'd want to preserve themselves in some way, but they just kept coming.
I mean, maybe they're like not really like living things. Like those things have like veiny ass skull beak heads. Like
And no eyes. Did they hear us?
You remember that it like when you made that like big grizzly motion.
Yeah.
It did seem to be aware of you.
Yeah,
maybe they just sense vibes.
they sense vibes.
But seriously, like I wonder if like we could eat these things and if they like are like like mushrooms where they like make you trip or something. They seem kind of weird.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
let's slice one of these tentacles. And what do we think? Sushi tonight, or does anyone have anything we can make fire with?
So just for clarity, like timing wise, it's still like morning.
Okay.
Quick battle.
Got a lot
But
done
like,
this
when's
morning.
the last time we ate? I feel like I'm kind of.
I need
We
rest. I
haven't-
have
it-
7 hit points.
We need to eat. We need to eat.
Do you guys want to take like you can use short rests here, and
Great.
Yeah.
But if I didn't lose any of my.
if you didn't get hit, you don't need to.
Okay.
I don't think I got
So
hit either.
yeah, I didn't get hit, so I'll just like I'll just not nap and start trying to fire to help.
Yeah.
Just
I
try
want
to
to
cook
call.
some stuff?
Yeah.
I'll start a fire.
I will also
cool.
help with the
Yeah.
fire.
Anybody have any like? Would it be nature or something to know if it's okay to
I'm gonna get to
ingest
that. Yeah,
this?
I'm gonna get to
Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
that. It's a good thought for sure.
I mean,
'cause you
Reznin
guys-
has experimented a lot with drugs and like poison stuff a lot in her past.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like she'll
In
have a
another
good sense.
I also have survival.
Yeah, that's more for like navigating and wayfinding. Sometimes it
Not
could
Bear
apply.
Grylls. Is that his name?
Yeah, Bear Grylls.
My fields of knowledge are of nature and medicine. Did that come into play at all?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And cannibalism?
No, I said medicine.
Okay.
But I do enjoy cannibalism.
I know.
Kurt.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, do we make Kurt try it first?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
So what's the plan? Are you just gonna start like slicing stuff up here?
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna like thinly slice the tentacles first and see see how they cut. If they're cutting like the fish that I know, then I'm thinking okay, like consistency if it matches, like
Yeah.
seems if it's like sushi-esque, like seems good. I also want to check out like the head, like the cracked inside of that head to see what kind
Okay.
of juicy stuff. Like maybe if there are, you said there's no eyes, but is there anything else that's like maybe like a softer tissue that we can like
Got it.
slurp up? And maybe
Oh, how detailed this is. This is great.
yeah, like maybe I mean I definitely want to be like smelling stuff and.
Yeah, we know.
Just do a little. By the way, I still haven't washed my hands.
You keep telling us that.
Classic chef.
God
moves.
made dirt, dirt don't hurt. Is Chef Zythe's motto.
Yeah, I asked to find a bathroom earlier and nobody listened to me. Same as when I asked for water. Took forever. So this
we
is
weren't
really
there
your
for
doing.
that.
Yeah. But I hold grudges.
That is true.
Okay, yeah, and I'd say like I'm like whenever the goo is like whenever there's a new goo, I kind of just do a small little taste test to see what.
Okay.
It
Oh, did anything happen to his hands? Like, Guntar,
yeah.
did anything happen? Do you have like any allergic reactions to punching this thing? Like, you got up in its innards,
my
right?
hands are pretty. Yeah.
And what about what
Dang. Okay.
came over your face?
That was you,
splatter.
Diana.
The splatter.
So you're kind of slicing this thing up, and you wanted to sort of test around it and see
I'm
if
like
you could.
the sous chef here. Or like
Okay.
I'm like helping out, like line back.
So go ahead and make a nature check.
So rolled an 18.
Nice.
It's +2, but then there's also the proficiency bonus, so +2.
So it's 22.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you've cooked enough like octopus before. It's weird because it doesn't have the redness of the blood, but everything else, like the tissue, feels kind of the same. But when you smell it, it has like an actually like similar flavor. There's almost like a weird sort of chicken element to it, or like poultry.
That's the beak.
So like it's probably not super safe to eat totally raw. You
Okay,
probably have
great.
to cook it. And then also inside the skull, like you can kind of scrape out. It's almost like crab meat inside there. So yeah,
Good.
Okay, we love that.
get some
Okay.
crab cakes.
Make some more crab cakes. I know you my teammates, you're probably missing all that crab meat, right? I heard my crab
I
cakes
threw
were-
up glitter on the beach.
Well, don't worry, there won't be any glitter in this batch, unfortunately, but we will have some more crab cakes, 'cause I know those are your faves.
I will learn to love them.
Yes, you will. Thank you. I appreciate
That's just
it.
how to prepare it, though. But so go ahead and give me a nature check, and we'll see if we can determine if these are poisonous or not. And if you want, if you rolled low, you
Yeah.
can use your fields of knowledge to
I will. Yeah.
advantage.
Okay. Yeah, much better.
Give it to Kirk first.
18.
18.
Oh shit, yeah.
So as Zythe is preparing this, and you're kind of like around there sous chefing, you can kind of like dip your finger in and like test some of this stuff, and like some of it's like, whoa, that doesn't seem right. So over the time working together, you're able to figure out like, oh, these sections are actually like where the whatever this is that's like poisonous here that could cause all kinds of like toxic reactions. We just can carve around that.
Okay.
So you're able to two of you working together.
It's like
sort
that
of
blowfish type of thing,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to figure out how to like take which parts will not kill you or make you sick.
What do you do with the toxic
Give it to Kurt.
Give it to Kurt. Here's your part.
Yeah. Did we feed? I believe we did. Before we like learned that we wanted to cook it, we did feed Kurt just like I would say like 2 to 3 slices of raw, uncooked chicken octopus.
I don't think you would eat it. Not involuntarily.
What if we?
You might be able to help us.
What
a
if
little
we put a little bit of that raw meat in his cut, start an infection?
Okay. He's not
Yeah, we're just
he's no
creating a-
help, but he could still be useful later. I go over to Zythe. Hi.
Hey.
I respect you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that.
If ever I hadn't before. And I know Kurt, I don't trust him either. I want you to know that. I've worked with him a lot. But I do think we should keep him around just in case.
Okay, what is this case we're talking about? Like, in case we need to eat him, or in case we need to throw him at the next monster? Like,
I can't tell you much, but I can tell you from his demeanor, and from what I know, he knows something.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been calling you Lyanna because I don't trust you.
Nice.
Fair.
Yeah.
I know some things, but I don't know everything, and he certainly knows something that I don't know.
Okay, so you're saying that you need to learn something from that
him.
slime ball.
Yes.
He doesn't need his limbs, though. Like, we could torture this information out of him.
If he lost a hand, I would look the other way. As long as he can walk.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. This is just like how quiet you're being when you're having this conversation.
15.
20.
Yeah, I think that's enough. You're able to keep your voices down enough where he doesn't clock it.
I'm just saying, I feel like you are the one who's most out to get him and finish him off first, when I think there's still something useful to get us off this island.
Well, something you should know about me is that if you betray my trust, I think you deserve all hardships. And I don't forgive, okay? So, that guy is a do-nothing, flop-ass, waste of space. And he's holding us back.
And I think there's something you should know about me. Regardless of the resources at my disposal, I believe I can defeat my enemies in a,
I can't.
I can't defeat my enemies in a fair fight. And I do think we're all very capable, but I want to have an advantage.
Okay. So, I mean, when you're saying that, just to be clear, are you saying I'm a potential enemy?
No.
Or are you saying Kurt is an enemy?
Kurt.
Hey, you know what? You're giving me better vibes. I'll just say, I'll protect your little precious boy for now. But, like, as soon as we can start cutting fingers, I think we should cut fingers.
I'm here. I'm here too, right?
Yep.
Something you should know about me is I seek the truth even if it serves no one else. So I'm in on this. Let's get the truth out of him.
Listen, I fuck with the truth. So,
Kurt looks at the two. He's like with you guys, and he's like, "Can I ask you something?"
Yes.
I feel like everybody hates me. Am I getting this wrong? Like I feel like everyone.
You're right.
No, it's absolutely correct.
Everyone hates
You
you.
are the most hated person on this entire dimension, wherever it is.
Great. Why?
From my understanding.
Yeah, because I'm not really part of this in the same way, but you just don't seem like someone to trust. You also don't do anything.
Ding, 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 ding.
I do plenty in my normal job, which is not being stranded on an island.
What do you do in your normal job?
I, make decisions. I go
That's
to
what I
meetings.
was going to say, and that's very nice that you brought that up. You make bad decisions. That's what happened back there. I heard them say, you put us in the wrong place.
Well, I don't know that it's my fault exactly.
The shit
Lots of factors.
is on top of a rock over there. And we're stuck here fighting beasts and trying to eat the goo.
Helmer speaks the truth.
And I see that as your fault.
Tell me this,
Remind everyone
man.
that it was a collective decision.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell me this,
One more
small
time,
man.
you lose more digits.
Give me an intimidation check. With advantage, actually, because you're also helping, and that's, yeah.
Nat 20.
I would very much like to keep my fingers and my hands intact. Is there, what can I do to help? What can I possibly do to help? I'm following your orders. I'm trying to make amends if that's deserved. Apparently, that's
What do you
deserved.
know that we don't know?
Give me an insight check. You can give me one, too, if you want.
7.
Oh.
That's not great, right?
No, it's actually, well, I
Okay, cool.
leveled it up.
Hell yeah.
And it's starting at 16, but then what is the...
Double your proficiency, so that'd be a total of 20, and then you add your wisdom.
But the wisdom's -1.
So that's a 19.
Okay.
I'll say with a 19, when Guntar says, what'd you say, tell us something that we don't know, right?
What do you know that we don't know?
And you're used to intimidating people. You're used to kind of reading this body language of this stuff. He doesn't say anything, but he does sort of like step back, and you see him like kind of like go for like something in his like jacket that's like over his shoulder. He kind of like clutches it for a second, and then like, let's go. And he's like, I've told you everything I know.
What's that?
What's what? It's my
What was
jacket.
that?
It's my jacket.
Give me it. Come here.
Can I get over there?
You just take it.
Yeah, I'll go over to him.
Or
yeah.
Guntar can lift him up.
He goes to grab it, but you just take it from him. And he's like, that's my jacket.
Shut up.
Calm down, little human man.
He just took my jacket. He's,
So what?
He's a thief, Guntar.
What's in it?
Yeah, let's see. Here's your jacket.
You open it up.
What's in that? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Guntar asked the right question. Okay.
I thought you wanted to tell us everything.
I told you everything that was worth knowing.
Worth knowing?
Let's see about that. Oh, this is a lot of writing.
Is it an official letterhead or anything? What's it look like?
I'm gonna read it out loud.
Please.
It's up to you.
Wait. Kurt, may we read this out loud?
Consent.
asking?
Very
I'm
important.
sorry. No,
Yeah.
neither emotion nor personal loyalties shouldn't cloud our sense of what is right. It is not right to take something from someone and read it without their permission.
You just stole his jacket.
Guntar.
I'll get you a fresh one. There you go.
Hey, I want one of them.
Kurt, do what is right, but can we read this?
I guess we're gonna find out eventually.
Okay, Helmer, that sounds like consent to me.
I was going to read it anyway. Speculation on the origin
Can
of
someone else read it?
He's got such a whisper.
Diana, I prefer your voice.
I was in a war. I hurt my vocal
We can
cords
take turns. I don't care.
from the screams.
Hey, just stand up straighter, maybe. We can hear you better if you stand up.
What?
Do you want to stand up
What?
something? You want a stool?
No, here. No.
No.
No,
I feel
the party gal. Let the party gal read it. Everybody loves the party gal.
Diana, when you get this note, the handwriting looks familiar.
Oh.
And the parchment looks familiar. It looks like it's from your uncle's journal.
Uncle.
I have an uncle, and I have parts of his journal.
Is it Julius?
We do notice that you have an emotional reaction to the
Yeah.
letter, right?
I would imagine so.
I paused for a second.
So we know something else is up that would cue us into
I'm also
maybe ask
already
something.
very suspicious of this one, so
Yeah.
I'm like just looking for any clues.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's why I was like, she should read it.
Yeah, that's why.
It's not because I don't like Rob's voice. Rob. I mean Helmer.
All right, well,
I find myself hesitating to commit thoughts such as these to writing, given the bizarre nature of their content. However, the vitalic current itself would have seemed an equally bizarre idea up until very recently. That said, my theory is that the technology we now refer to as vitalic current may have had its origin in an entirely other world. I base this theory on the fact that the substance, a strain of unusual algae, which allows the artifacts we have encountered to produce miraculous effects, does not seem to be native to our world. This leads to only two possible conclusions. Either we deeply misunderstand much of what we understand about the fundamental nature of all life on our world, or that this algae, for lack of a better word, did not originate from the world that we know. As to the nature and precise location of this world, I can only speculate. Perhaps the high concentration of phenomenon always in proximity of the Kalismo reefs might suggest some accent point to this world might be located there. I'm sorry, all of you.
Wait, I'm sorry, all of you was.
That's me,
That's-
Diana,
oh.
saying she's sorry. She's not done reading, but she's looking up and she's... Anyway,
Okay.
more so...
Cloud just covered the sun.
It got ominous. Very scary. More so, the reports of these phenomenon gathered from locals always seem to coincide with storms in the area. Oh my god, it got dark. Again, I'm aware of how absurd this all sounds, but everything mysterious appears absurd until it is understood, and I have wager on far less in my time.
And that feels like a good spot.
Yeah.
So,
Storms are coming.
Woo.
yeah.
I got questions.
Good.